to the Author to Authority podcast. And I know you guys are getting tired of me saying this, but this is another amazing episode that was recorded at Podapalooza. And I am so thankful to have Tracey Terry with us here today. She's the founder and CEO of a business consulting firm in Los Angeles, Bankable CEO. She's an author, speaker. She's co-producer, co-host. She's participated in international summits. And after funding her business with personal credit cards, she built her own corporate credit. As a way of paying it forward, she decided to educate other business owners on how they too can build business credit. And specifically, she's emphasized building credit without requiring personal guarantees. So welcome to the show, Tracey.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for having me. I'm so glad to be here.
You know, it's not something that we talk a lot about on the Author to Authority podcast, but every once in a while, I like to bring in someone from the financial field because there are aspects of our business that are financial, and it's very important. You know, I've known people who had amazing business, had no problem selling, no problem getting customers, you know, providing great products and services, and yet their businesses failed because they could not deal with the financial side. So I'm so glad to have you here today, Tracey. So Tracey, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself and a little bit more about how you got into this?
Okay, so by profession, I was a paralegal and I wanted to go to law school, but I fell in love with being a paralegal. And then as the years went by, I decided, because I have family members that were entrepreneurs, that I wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want everybody telling me what to do because I felt that I knew more than them and my work production was better. So I decided to start my business doing estate planning. And also, as I was doing my estate planning, I was using my personal credit, which made my personal credit score go down. And then it also took me time, it took time away because of the inquiries and me not having enough money to fund my business, where I had to take some time off. And then in 2008, I decided I wanted to go full in with my business, and I created my business entity. And so I started using my skills of researching, and I researched how to build business credit. And I didn't want to decrease my personal credit score anymore. So I started doing different tactics to build my business credit. And I got my first business credit card without a personal guarantee. So that gave me the confidence that it could be done. And then I just continued to do the research and to build my business credit. And I knew I had friends who had started out with me that were also having problems building their business credit. So I decided that I would become their savior, and I helped them to build their business credit. And they were so thankful. And so I was like, you know, there's more entrepreneurs out there that need to know how to build your business credit, and also to know the difference between building your business credit with a personal guarantee versus without a personal guarantee. So yes, that's what I'm here to do, to help as many business owners that I can to build their business credit and to build it without a personal guarantee, or at least inform them how they can build it without a personal guarantee, to put them in control and so they can decide if they want to do the personal guarantee or if they want to do it without the personal guarantee.
I love it. I love it. You know, I've seen so many times people who, you know, because they lost their business, because they had done everything through their personal, you know, it can destroy a family. Like it's not, this is not something that, you know, you really want to play around with in terms of, you know, yourself or your family's future. So really appreciate you being on here today. So Tracey, why don't you share for a few minutes? I'll let you talk for a bit. on how do you do that? Like, how do you establish that business credit so that, you're not sabotaging potentially your family's future?
So in order to not have to do a personal guarantee, the main focus is not to put your social security number down on your applications.
Okay.
Although many entities will tell you that you do need to put your social security number down, but you don't, because as long as you have a business entity and you have your EIN number, you can use your EIN number, because that EIN number is equivalent to your social security number for your business. And then that's how you use it.
Tracey, I'm going to stop you for 1 second because we do have listeners from around the world. So just so you're aware, Tracey is in the United States. So obviously, what she's talking about here today is applicable to the United States. It could be applicable in other countries too. So, you might have to do your research if you're listening to this outside of the US, but, definitely search into this. So sorry, Tracey, I just wanted to stop you there because I knew my audience was more than just US.
Okay. Yes, and I can help everyone within the 50 states within the United States. But by using your EIN number, that helps to build your business credit profiles with the business credit bureaus. And then you continue to apply for accounts and credit cards using your EIN number, and you will build up your business credit scores. And with the business credit card companies, they're more concerned about, are you paying your bills on time or early? And they want to see that credibility. Yeah. And by you building that credibility with building business credit cards, that you can use those credit card companies as references when you go to apply for business loans. And a lot of business owners don't know that when you apply for a business loan, if you get rejected, the banks don't have to tell you why you were rejected. And a lot of times you are rejected because you don't have a solid foundation with your business credit, with the business credit bureaus, or some of your information for your business entity is missing. And so they won't tell you that, but they'll keep telling you, come back in 6 months, and you'll have to fill out that paperwork and go through the same thing. And it's just a continual circle. So if you start with your business credit, you may not even have to get a business loan, because you can actually build millions of dollars worth of business credit without a personal guarantee.
Now, is there a way to check a business credit score? Like, I know personally here in Canada, I can check my personal credit score. Is there ways to check your business credit score and see if there may be any problems?
Yes, you can check your business credit scores by going to the different bureaus. For example, Dun & Bradstreet, you get a business credit score through them. You also get one through Experian and also one through Equifax. And one thing that business owners may not know is that anyone can check your business credit score. It's not like your personal credit score. So if you're my competition, or I just want to know what you're doing and what your credit score is, I can actually search and find out what your credit score is.
Oh, I don't like that.
But I mean, it's good and bad, because I can check on my competitors, and I can see, well, hey, let me go to the same creditors that they have, or, my creditor on the surface, he looks like he's doing really good, but by me going through the back door, I can see that he's not doing that good.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is a way you can use it to protect yourself as well. So I can see that. I can see that. Awesome. All right. We got a few minutes left, Tracey. And I know you've been in a couple of books. So why don't you tell us about that? And then I'm going to ask the question I ask every single author that comes on the show.
Okay. So I did a compilation book, 365 Days of Gratitude. And I'm getting ready to participate with Women of Voices Summit, which will be held on Women's International Day, and I'm going to be part of their compilation book. So that will be a regular book and also an audio book. So that will be coming in the near future. I can't wait.
Awesome. So here's a question for you. So obviously, in a compilation book, you're just doing a chapter. You're not doing a whole book. But what was the good, the bad, and ugly of, getting that chapter done and getting published in that book?
I would say the bad was actually having to write it up and to figure out what I wanted to put into the book. I think the ugly was being fearful because I had never written a book. Mm-hmm. And so I really wasn't sure, am I doing it right? Should I do this? Can I do this? And then I think the good was finishing it and seeing the finished product. And I actually dedicated it to the people in my life that have helped to guide and steer me to the person that I am today.
That is awesome, Tracey. So if you're listening in today and, you really want to find out more about this, you want to find out about your business credit and how to build it, Tracey, how can they get a hold of you? How can they connect with you?
So the name of my business is Bankable CEO. So my website is bankableceo.com. They can email me at the number 1 and is bankableceo@gmail.com. Or they can also call me. It's 818-762-9346.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tracey. It's been a joy and a pleasure having you on the show. So this has been
a joy and pleasure being here too.
Oh, thank you, Tracey. So this has been Tracey Terry and Kim Thompson-Pinder on the Author to Authority podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you on the very next episode. Bye now.